mensaje a la conciencia. Un momento de reflexión en la vida diaria.
Escúchelo hoy en la voz de Carlos Rey.
In this day and age, stadiums have become giant television studios. The games are played for TV viewers who watch them in the comfort of their homes. And the TV rules. In the 1986 World Cup, Valdano, Maradona, and other players protested because the featured games were played at noon under a sun that fried everything it touched. Noontime in Mexico, which was nightfall in Europe, was the ideal schedule for European television. The German goalkeeper, Harald Schumacher, recounted what happened. "I'm sweating. My throat is dry. The grass on the field is like dried up dung. Hard, strange, hostile. The sun beats down on the stadium and scorches our heads. None of us casts a shadow. They say that it's good for television." Was it that ticket sales were more important than the quality of play? The player's job is to kick the ball, not kick and scream. And Havelange, the president of FIFA, the International Soccer Federation, put a stop to the irritating matter by saying, "Let them play ball and shut their mouths." With those words, the bold Uruguayan author Eduardo Galeano begins his chapter about televocracy in his book entitled Soccer Under the Sun and in the Shade. He prepares the soil by describing literally the merciless sun that the greatest soccer stars have had to put up with while representing their respective countries during World Cup games. The sun is therefore a symbol of the tension that has arisen between the players and the international directors of the sport. And it so happens that figuratively, not only the sun, but also the shade, which is nothing more than the absence of the sun, represent the tension that is felt between those same international directors and spectators. The shade conjures up images of the wealthy club members who are able to purchase seats under the roof and therefore don't have to worry about putting up with the scorching heat of the sun as they watch a game. The sun, on the other hand, represents the poor fans who have to settle for watching the heat of the game under the sun's wilting rays. It is specifically at the ones who have been guilty of raising ticket prices under the sun and in the shade that Galeano points an accusing finger. But he writes admittedly from the perspective of a declared fan, a great admirer of soccer. In his prologue entitled Confession of the Author, Galeano says almost jokingly, "I am nothing more than a beggar in search of good soccer. I go hat in hand all over the world, and in the stadiums I beg, just make some beautiful plays for the love of God. And when good soccer happens, I am thankful for the miracle and couldn't care less what club or country makes it happen for me." Would to God that those of us who are declared fans of His and love Him even more than the passionate soccer fan loves the game, follow Galeano's example with regard to our faith. Let's go all over the world telling others about the miraculous way that God has transformed our lives. Let's do it for the love of God, thankful because we realize that we're nothing more than beggars of the good news of Jesus Christ. For the miracle of our salvation has not come from our beautiful playmaking, but solely from His divine grace.
Si desea comunicarse con nosotros, escríbanos a mensaje@conciencia.net.